Hello, my name is Nigeria McConnell, and today I'll be talking to you about the three fundamental nursing positions. I call these positions the three fundamental nursing positions because nursing is so vast that you can continuously add onto your licensure and climb the ladder. So without further ado, let's talk about the first. The first position that I would like to talk about is the licensed practical nurse, otherwise known as the licensed vocational nurse. This nurse typically goes to school for about 12 months, which is a year, and they gross about $42,040 annually, which equates to $20.21 per hour. This is the median for this nurse's position. This is an entry-level position, and they typically report to the RNs as well as the physicians. These nurses can work in hospitals, although they're typically found in nursing homes. The second nursing position that I would like to talk about is the RN who holds the associate's degree. This degree is a 3-year degree, and the reason it is a 3-year degree is because you have the 1-year prerequisites, and then you have 2 years of the actual nursing program. Then you sit for your NCLEX RN, and you become an RN. Now, this nurse typically makes around $66,640 annually, which is about $6,768 monthly. They work everywhere. They're allowed to be educators as well as work in hospitals. They're allowed to do travel nursing, work in nursing homes, things of that nature. And so the CNAs as well as the LPNs report to the RNs. Now, then you go on to get your BSN, which is a bachelor's in science and nursing, which typically takes 3 to 4 years. Mind you, this accounts for some of the prerequisites along with the program. So the prereqs will be about 1 year, and then you have a 3 to 4 year actual program. I'm not going to get into their salary because it doesn't vary much from a BSN to an ADN or Associates of Applied Science degree. The positions do switch, however, because when you go for your Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, you're not only focusing on the clinical aspect of things, you're now focusing on the managerial aspect of things. And so those additional years, those additional classes go towards management positions. So instead of doing bedside nurses, you'll be doing like the office. You'll hold the office positions. You'll be like the charge nurse and things like that. Now, it's said that the licensed practical nurses are being phased out, and that is absolutely absurd. First of all, if you look at your statistics, you see that nursing is going to continue to grow. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the demand of nursing is going to grow by 12% by the year 2026. This includes the licensed practical nurse. Every nurse will tell you that not only are nurses hardworking, but they're overworking because there are not enough nurses out here. So that need to get those nurses to graduate, that need to get nurses into those programs is essential. It's essential. So therefore, no nurse is going to be phased out. They may not get certain job positions, such as if a hospital wants you to have your associate's degree or your bachelor's degree, then no, the LPN will not be hired. If you're a new graduate, most of these hospitals are looking for you to get a job offer with them on a stipulation of you acquiring your bachelor's of science and nursing within about a year and a half. This can be paid for through most of your jobs. Most jobs offer tuition reimbursement as well as actual paying for your program as long as you plan on staying with them for X amount of years after you've achieved your next degree with them. The reason that most hospitals prefer you to have a bachelor's of science in nursing is because they say that when you have those extra hours in clinical and extra hours in schooling and credit hours, you actually become a better nurse. Now, I'm not sure how true that is. That is just what is said. Those nurses are more specialized nurses because, like I said, they have those additional credits that go towards their managerial positions. They have specific classes that teach them those managerial job duties, whereas the Associates of Applied Science degree or the Associate's degree of Nursing is typically about the bedside. It's all about the actual caring for the patient and things like that. So if you want to get out of the bedside position, then you of course would have to go ahead and obtain a higher degree such as your bachelor's degree. Now, if you want to move further and continue your education, that is great. So if you start as an LPN and you decide you want to go for your RN, there's a bridge program for that. If you are an associate's holder of an RN position, there's a bridge program to go get your BSN. So don't ever think that you're stuck in the position that you're at or you don't want to spend too much more time in school, because typically these bridge programs are a lot shorter than your actual program, where they're typically about an additional year or a year and a half. So to conclude this, I want to just reiterate the fact that none of these nursing positions are better than the other. At the end of the day, a nurse is a nurse. Now, the extra schooling does qualify you for additional jobs or, a different job placement. However, that doesn't make you a better nurse. The thing is, you have to do what's best for you. So if you already have a family, then you might want to start out with an LPN because those programs are a lot shorter and you're able to go to work. So you can be working while doing your bridge program online. So that may be a benefit for you. If you're someone who doesn't have children, or you have children, but you still have, someone to help you out with the kids and you want to continue your education and just go straight ahead for your associates, then more power to you. That works. And that's what I'm doing. Typically, this program, is great because you go to school, then you get your clinical hours, you go to work, and you can do your bridge program to your BSN. Then if you want to go straight for your BSN, that is okay as well. Those programs do take longer. However, there are accelerated bachelor programs, which means you can get your bachelor's degree if you hold another bachelor's degree in another field. You have to have a certain amount of credits and a certain GPA, but then you're able to move forward and work. Besides doing just the bedside, you're able to go ahead and hold those managerial positions. So once again, no nursing position is better than the other. It's all about what works best for you. As long as you decide to keep moving forward with your schooling, you'll eventually get to those other positions. However, at the end of the day, even if you go for 12 months or 4 years, you are a nurse at the end of that program. As long as you pass, and as long as you pass that NCLEX, you become a nurse. So don't let anyone tell you that you're not a good nurse, or that you're a basic nurse, or you're the bottom of the barrel nurse, because at the end of the day, a nurse is a nurse. If you're doing your job and you continue to go to your school and elevate, then you can go ahead and get your associates, and then your bachelor's, and then your master's. It all just depends on you, what works best for you. I hope that this video, although short, was informative, and at the end of the day, I wish you good luck on your journey.